Hi, everybody. I'm back. And today I'm thinking about positive self talk, which is one of the most important things that I do to stay optimistic and to stay empowered. The voice inside our minds is constantly telling us something. We all have this statement after statement that goes through our minds. And the inner critic will get started and be more pronounced during times of trauma and difficulty, which is what the opposite of what we need and want at those times. Well, there's a way to counteract the effects of the inner critic and change the flow. Think of it as a river of thoughts going through your mind. There's that monologue, okay? Flood that river with positive input. You can start your day that way. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself something nice. Just say something positive from the beginning and just keep going. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be like, hey, I'm awake. First step, right? First step in a great day. First step in a bad day. But even if it's a bad day, if you're okay in here, it's the whole thing is being in the right place in your mind. If you're in the right place, you can see the opportunities. So the positive self-talk, one way to keep it going is to use mantras, and they're like little short, just a few words, things that you say to yourself, and you can repeat it over and over again under stress periods or whatever, or to build yourself up, right? My first mantra that I ever used was hope after dope. when I quit dope, it was just perfect for me. And I did it when I did my ab workout. I'd be like, hope after dope, after every crunch. And it just worked. When I got into therapy, I learned more about mantras. One that my therapist suggested that works really well is just to say, it's temporary. Just repeat that over and over again. It's temporary. It's temporary. Even this pandemic and all this stuff we're going through, it's monumental and it's overwhelming, but it is temporary. And so just say that over and over again, or say, I'm healing, because the process of life is healing. And the process of healing is empowering. And when you're empowering yourself, everything's headed the right way. So use those mantras. I did travel around the U.S. doing speeches. And I used to ask people what their mantra was. So I've asked people from all over the country if they use mantras. A lot of people do. And one woman that told me her mantra was, girl, you got this. And she wrote it down on a napkin in the hotel conference where we were. She had it written down, girl, you got this, and in pink ink. And I've still got that napkin. I have it on my desk by the computer because when I look at it, it just makes me so happy. Girl, you got this. I mean, it's a great mantra. And just talk to yourself to build yourself up. We all have a tendency to beat ourselves up, especially when there's trauma going on, like a global pandemic, right? But don't beat up, build up, right? So talk yourself up. Just be like, yeah, you're the best. Yeah, you don't have to worry about humility or arrogance here because you're the only one hearing this. You're going to be benefited from it. And it's going to make you feel better. And then when you feel better, you're nicer to the people around you. So then everybody wins. So get on that bandwagon of just talking to just be the best friend that you could ever dream of having. Be that friend to yourself. And if you do that today, you can't do anything better.